everybody, Doomwake here, and welcome back to Pioneer video, the format that everybody thought was dead, but then they decided to introduce Pioneer Masters, and that is what we are celebrating today. Now, to be fair, we don't actually have any Pioneer Masters content, or Pioneer Masters cards, rather, in this deck list. But with the introduction of Pioneer Masters onto Arena, they have provided us a lot of cards that we have been missing over the past handful of years since the inception of Pioneer. So it'll be interesting to see how close we are. We're still missing a couple of cards, but it is getting very close. As far as the Pioneer content is concerned, because we haven't done a lot of Pioneer content, I'm very interested to hear your guys' thoughts on Pioneer. Is this something that interests you now with the introduction of Pioneer Masters? Because I know there are some Arena players that maybe never have heard of Pioneer. You're just interested in like Standard, Timeless, maybe Explorer, and then Historic. So maybe Pioneer Masters is getting those players interested in Pioneer. So want to see exactly what people's thoughts on the format are. But today we are going to be starting the Pioneer content. Not sure how many Pioneer videos we're going to have. We'll just have to see how good this one does. But we are going to be starting with Selesnya Liege. So Wilt-Leaf Liege is a card from Foundations that is very powerful when you're pairing it with gold creatures, because since there's two separate lines of text, it's not just green, white creatures you control get +1/+1. If you have a green and a white creature, it gets a double buff. So this card incentivizes you to put gold creatures in your deck, which we have quite a few of. Dryad Militant, which is a Foundations card, but was originally already in Pioneer from Return to Ravnica, I believe. Voice of Resurgence. This is an upgrade that we get in Pioneer that Standard does not have. If you recall, we tried a version of this deck in Standard a little while back, and it wasn't too bad. But Voice of Resurgence is quite a good upgrade because if your opponent wants to play on your turn, you get additional elemental tokens. Basically, they kind of need to play at sorcery speed. It's pretty difficult to win if you give your opponent a couple voice tokens, so they kind of need to kill it on the spot. And even if they just kill it, you still get at least one elemental out of it, so it's going to provide you a 2-for-1. Melira, the Living Cure, which is... the ability is not super relevant. You can exile it to save a creature, but it's mostly just here as a green-white 3/3. Fleecemane Lion. Okay, I lied. I said we didn't have any Pioneer Masters cards. We actually do. I forgot that Fleecemane Lion was in the set. Another card that we don't have in Standard, but 2 mana 3/3, and then if you have some extra mana floating around, Monstrous, Indestructible, Hexproof, so pretty good against those sweepers. Burrowguard Mentor, which is a card that was in the Standard version. Huge creature, has trample, gets double buffed. Ajani, Call of the Pride. This card is interesting because it doesn't necessarily, it's not a creature, it doesn't get pumped by Wilt-Leaf Liege or anything like that, but it does help you size on the battlefield against your opponent's creatures, and flying in Double Strike is very, very powerful, especially when combined with something like Burrowguard Mentor. This thing is going to get huge. Flying in Double Strike can kind of just one-shot people from out of nowhere. Werefox Bodyguard, just a little bit of interaction, not too much. And then Kutzil, which we said that you're punishing your opponent for casting spells on your turn. Well, now they can't even do that. And the ability not going to matter too much, although it could matter when you have something like Wilt-Leaf Liege, because Wilt-Leaf Liege pumping your creatures more than their base power, that could be triggered off of Wilt-Leaf Liege. Mana base, nothing too crazy. A couple of Restless Prairies just because we do go pretty wide with all of these elves and whatnot, and then various dual lands. The other card that I wanted to highlight here before we get to the sideboard is Brave the Elements. So we do have some green creatures, right? Elvish Mystic and Llanowar Elves, but we have basically every other creature in our deck is white. So Brave the Elements can not only save your creatures in combat if you're attacking, then they end up blocking. It can also just provide a sort of your opponent's creatures can't block. Because say your opponent has a couple of red creatures in play, you can Brave the Elements, name protection from red, and your opponent is not allowed to block that turn. So it can really change the tides in terms of just, pushing for a big lethal attack in one turn. As far as the sideboard is concerned, you got Portable Hole for some interaction against the small creature decks like other elf decks and things like that. Dramoka's Command, sort of the same thing, just more interaction. Also can kill enchantments. Elite Spellbinder. This deck is a little weak to Sunfall and Supreme Verdict, so you need some sort of way to mitigate that post-board. Knight of Autumn is just destroying an artifact or enchantment, also good against burn. Gideon and the Wandering Emperor, these are just here to bring in against demons and other mid-range decks. Cathar Commando, good for killing artifacts or enchantments. Rest in peace for Graveyard Hate. And then Brutal Cathar, when your opponent doesn't have a lot of removal spells and they're just leaning on very specific creatures, that cards like this are fantastic. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this Selesnya Liege deck. I really hope you guys enjoy the video. Again, I'd love your thoughts in the comments. What's the overall vibe on Pioneer right now? Because I know they've removed it from the RCQ rotation, but the format still looks pretty fun. So I'm excited to get to try this out, and we'll see what Pioneer Masters content everybody else is bringing. So I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. What is happening? What is going on, man? Is it a Ozempic miracle? Yeah, apparently. Yeah, they basically just they squeezed. They just squeezed the art. Wide Elspeth walk, yeah, and then we need a wide Elspeth emote. That was like unreasonably funny. I almost died laughing. Legitimately almost died laughing. Yeah, you heard of Wide Spike? How about Wide Elspeth? Which is just the normal card. Jund Land, Blue-White Verge. I see what's going on over there. Bring to Light Gamer spotted. Sylvan Caryatid. D-block. Dramoka's Command. I don't have it. Never have it. This matchup can't be good for us. Their deck is just all kill spells. Was there a Twitch update? I don't even know there was. I think I can move it. Why is it not? Oh, now I can't even click on my stuff. I can't click on my own untapped overlay now. That's weird. Beans. All right, well, here's my liege. This is 13 damage, so they don't have to block. Yeah, I can't even, for some reason, it's not working for me. I can't click on my, there's like you can't see it on your screen, but there's 3 little bars down here for the untapped, and I can't click on any of them. That's odd. Why is that the case? Maybe untapped is just down right now. Was Legion Foundations? Oh yeah, it was. In before tank, take it all. Untap, land, bring to light, Sunfall. Yeah. No, they don't have bring to light. I believe. There's no chance that Linuxer has bring to light this turn. Absolutely no chance. Spider in this deck? No, we have better 3s. Oh, okay. Well, that's not Bring to Light or Sunfall. I accept. I accept your offer, Lennox. Leyline Binding. I got his friend. We got backup. Backup. Odd sequencing. Yeah, probably should have played the Binding first. So they could have a second Binding here, but then at least we get a voice token, and they have to lose both Gyarados. Because they can go Binding, block, block. Hold. That is true. If they cast Bring to Light, it'll be exiled up the Dryad Militant. Oh, true. They can also block. Yeah, they can bind the 4/4. That's true. Okay, so against this deck, Cathar Commando coming in, Spellbinder coming in, Knight of Autumn. I'm not sure if Dramoka's Command is that good because its target player sacrifices an enchantment, so they can just sacrifice Beanstalk. This is your opponent can't cast spells during your turn. It's kind of mid. I don't really think this is a good Brave matchup because most, well, I guess they have Leyline Binding. Maybe it's okay against Binding. Look at these. I don't know, how good is Brave against them? It's okay. This is probably my weakest two because they just kill all of my other stuff and they make it small. Small. Too small. Maybe I do something like this. Try that. Ooh, that is true, Cascadelli. The Aven Interrupter against Brightlight. That is nice. I don't know if that's better or worse than the 3-1 that Thought teases them, the Apollo card, but they're both pretty good. Dude, I was so upset. Okay, I've been telling chat, like, for the past 3 days, Pioneer Masters on Arena, we're finally going to get to play Metalwork Colossus, and apparently it was, you know, bold of me to assume the past couple of days that we've already, you know, we had all of the cards that we needed. Because when I went to build the deck last night, lo and behold, there are no... I'm actually going to do this. Lo and behold, Sanctum of Ugin, not on the client. But guys, don't worry, Pioneer Masters, all of the cards that you could ever imagine that you've ever wanted in your entire life. Except the only one that I give a shit about. I was so upset. I was so excited to play Metalwork Colossus 2 with Leyline Axe and all these cool cards, and then nope, just not gonna happen. You sent 12k messages in chat this last year in my chat alone? Yeah, it's better against Binding. Maybe you're right. Could do that this turn. That is way better against Binding now. Wait, literally, you sent 12,000 messages in this stream alone? Somehow I don't believe you. Can we get the number of Joel spam chat stat? I wish, dude. I wish that Twitch had, like... So, they have emote utilization, but they don't have 7TV integration. So, I can see how many people spammed Doomwake emotes, but I can't look... Like, you can't look at stats for 7TV emotes. But, I mean, there's only one way to boost up those numbers. We gotta get some more Joels in chat. There is a distinct lack of Joels right now. X equals 3. Oh yeah, Doom Madge is good. I think the most utilized Doom Wiki emote was Doom Shake. Oh no, it was Doom Pog. It was Doom Pog, I think. Okay, well that's punishment. I kind of forgot that was a card. That's a pretty big punishment. I mean, they could have just killed this. I'm mostly just looking for an excuse to scoop this game. Okay, that's the excuse. that is my cue. Right on cue. Wish I had an untap land, but this is good enough. You spent 36 days in this chat so far this year, still not sure how to find my way out. You're stuck here forever. Hey, get back in the basement. Doom Rock is good too, yeah. How'd you get out of there? That's not supposed to happen. How do I sequence this? I can't turn 2 Ajani. I can go turn 2 Voice, turn 3 Ajani Militant. That's probably the best, right? I could have gone Voice Dryad next turn, but then I can't Ajani the turn after. Maybe that's also fine, though. That's really tempting. No, I think we stay the course. Because if they binding the Ajani, I think I'd rather have them... I think I'd rather kill the Leyline binding. Like, get the... If they binding this, then I can go Knight, get the Ajani back, pump here. Yeah, that's better, I think. I guess I don't know if they play 3-mana sweepers. Did these Niv decks have 3-mana sweepers? I feel like they don't. Alright, song request from Fink. Diggy Diggy Hole. Oh, Clarion. Yeah, sure. That could be one they have. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's just kill the binding. Get back the voice. Counter on Militant. I want to put more stuff into play because I can just do this next turn. So just having more bodies is nice. Because next turn I could just go, like, Prairie, put a counter on, Voice, send everything, and not even have to cast the Spellbinder, depending on what they do, of course. We're gonna change up the vibe a little bit with Fink's song request. After this, of course, after this banger. No Lotus either, which is surprising. Yeah, I kind of agree. I thought it was going to be a lot of Niv and a lot of Lotus, but one Niv, no Lotus so far is nice. 4, 7, 10. I mean, this is lethal, buddy. Cool. All right, Linuxer, we'll see you next time, buddy. Should we try conceding this match to see if we drop 3 spots? Is it worth it? It's kind of worth it, right? I think it's worth it. That's enough football game last night. I didn't watch. I've taken a personal vow to not watch Dallas for the rest of the season because they're unplayable. So I didn't watch. I saw the score, but I didn't watch the game. I just can't bring myself to watch that team anymore. At least this year. You know, next year is fine. But, you know, I'm in the fantasy playoffs, so at least I got something to watch. Mirror match? The fuck? So the Cowboys are the modern format? Yeah, it's like a train wreck, you know? You can't help but... Like, you can't look away. I'm going to win my fantasy league, though. I have the best team by so much. Giada. You know what card's really good against Angels? Brave the Elements. Selesnya deck passing with 4 mana up. You know that Wilt-Leaf Liege does not have flash, right? How bad does this combat go if I just do this? Like, what's the worst case scenario? Double Skyclave? Even double Skyclave is not that bad for me. Because they go Skyclave, both of these, maybe trade here, maybe double block here. I think I'm just like okay with that. I wish I had a land though, because then I could go Wilt-Leaf plus Brave, and that would just be GG. But no land makes it worse. We've sent 81,677 messages. Is that just this chat? Or I'm assuming that's across all Twitch. Nice. Nice. I cast Collect a Company. I put one creature into play. All right, GG. Well, I mean, they could just have another Skyclave, I guess. What's Coco say too? Well, it's exiled. Wait, now they can't have second. They can't have second Coco now. Dead, right? Pro white. Pro white. They block here. Take a million. White. Yeah, their best block is this here, this chump, one of my things, but these are all lethal, so. Oh, actually, attacking with the elf might have been bad. Because they can put Innocence on elf. Yeah, and then they can... Well, they're still dead, right? Chump there. Yeah, they go to 4 and still take 8. So it doesn't matter. I should have not attacked with the elf, though. To not give them the option to block with the Innocence. Okay. Selesnya Angels, huh? So like this. Ajani probably bad. I guess this stops them from companying on my turn. Is that relevant? Probably not super relevant. Probably not a great Militant matchup either. So this seems like my worst card. And maybe like Ajani is maybe my next weakest card. I just don't think the sizing matters that much. Green-white hybrid elf. So like Elves of Deep Shadow, but a green-white version, and it's hybrid instead of just green. Well, no, because then white decks could play it, right? Imagine if a white deck just got a mana dork that they could put in their deck. That'd be way too good, right? Well, see, Go Calper, the thing is, I can pretend like I'm playing this game, but then I can also keep a terrible hand like this to just try and lose on purpose to get the 69, which is effectively what I'm doing here. Like, I'm trying to throw. It's not, I'm not going, it's not going super well for me, but I am trying to throw. I mean, I have to kill this angel, right? I don't have a choice. Can't win if they untap with it. If white had a mana dork, every time you tapped it, the opponent would gain 3 life and draw a card. Was that a good or a bad thing? Wait, I can flip back the Brute? Hold on a second. Let him cook. I think I'm going to hold up Brave, too. Am I? Was Brave matter here? Alright, +1 Elemental. It's a red creature. Well, it's going to flip back to a white creature. You just got to give it a second. I can't protect it now if they hit Skyclave. Okay. They gain a lot of life. Yeah, let's hold up Brave. Because when this flips back, it's going to be a white creature. Bishop. Bishop? Bishop Wednesdays? Surely they're not going to Coco again on my turn when I have 2 voices in play, right? Did they learn their lesson? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, what's up, Lindy? How you doing today? All right, I guess the Fleece Father, the Fleece Dad. I mean, bro, I'm gonna double spell again. I'm just gonna keep. If you keep passing, I'm gonna keep double spelling. I will do it. Oh, hey, Fleecemane, what's up? You're now in the Pioneer format. And by Pioneer, I mean Explorer. You get a little condom next to your name, though, unfortunately. I don't know if is that a good or a bad thing? A very interesting-looking set symbol, we'll say. Interesting-looking set symbol. The Spyglass? That's what you think. That's what they want you to believe. I refuse to acknowledge Explorer. I mean, you kind of have to, right? Oh, okay. No, you're supposed to no. You're supposed to let me concede. They wouldn't let me, though. They wouldn't let me concede. It's messed up. Yeah, instead I gained... No, I gained 8. Botanical Sanctum... What is Botanical Sanctum Giganta? Sus. I mean, I'll take it. You think they're playing Oko? I hope not. Turns out Dryad Militant pretty good against Treasure Cruise. Kiora, the Rising Tide. So they're doing like Neoform Oculus stuff. Yeah, okay. I would like to play the Elf this turn so I can guaranteed play Liege. So, let's deck. I accept your trade offer. CJ, I got some bad news for you, though. We have the replacement. CJ is not a big fan of this Dryad Militant. They really don't like the Dryad. Consider is fine. No one left behind. Alright, Liege me. Liege me. No, Untapped has been having some weird issues. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with Untapped, but they've been having some strange issues. I can't even... So for some reason, I have the Untapped overlay on my monitor, like my desktop or whatever. I can't even click on it. It's just nothing is working. So I think it might be specifically an issue with Untapped after a new set comes out. That could be it too. It's either Graveyard and Exile, but not your permanents. Yeah, I think Untapped is just Untapped is having some problems right now because it's not working on my end either. All right, they are in fact doing Neoform Oculus stuff. So rip good, rip my ass. Disenchants mid Cathar. Yeah, Ajani's probably whatever. Could take or leave this card. It's kind of slow. Melira could maybe go. Wait, where did Melira? Oh, I put it in the lands. Let's try this. No, it's not just on your end. It's on everybody's end. Untapped is just kind of borked, which is unfortunate. I like Untapped. Apparently, they also have a replay feature now, where you can actually like go into your profile and check previous games. I haven't tried that feature out yet, but I saw somebody post about it on Twitter and it looked kind of interesting. Yeah, their deck does have a tough time beating Rip. I mean, I'm sure they have like Abrupt Decays and stuff in their sideboard for it, but if it resolves, it is tough for them for sure. Let's go Mentor here. Dr. Yad. The Doc, as they say. Oh, it's not premium? That's kind of sick. You can also like search profiles and watch anybody else's past games. So like for example, I could go and search your profile. That's kind of cool. Thoughtseize. I mean, they have to, right? They can't beat the Militant. They simply just can't beat the Militant. Burrowguard Mentor. These Mentors are kind of nice. Big, chunky. Big chunks. Heckin' chonkers, as they say. The heckin' chonkers. This is lethal, right? Much obliged. Are they going to 1? I mean, 1 might as well be lethal, right? On the last day of Pioneer, what's my favorite deck? Not the best, but favorite. If I had to go back in the history of Pioneer and think about every single deck that has ever been legal in Pioneer, I mean, to be completely honest with you, this might be an unpopular opinion. I think my answer is Winota. I know a lot of people hate that deck, but I think that's my answer. I mean, this is the game, right? This is the game where we win and jump 3 spots. Not Rashid, by the way. Well, what did you do with Rashid? Sus. Chat, what did they do to Rashid? Where did Rashid go? Blightstep Pathway, huh? Any pushers? Filthy Fatal Push Gamer spotted. It's another streamer. Oh, well, Rashid? Could be. How do you know that? You're just making assumptions out here about Rashid? You don't know. You don't know Rashid. Oh, are they actually a streamer? Okay, well. I guess I've been proven wrong then. As it turns out. I've been wrong the whole time. It's a very rare occasion, but it does happen. It does happen sometimes. Shelly. This is really bad. Is that a Fleecemane Lion on my stream? No. I'm just happy to see you. We're kind of dead, aren't we? Kind of. Definitely 100% dead. I know, why does Slasher have Death Touch, man? It's so messed up. I don't think we could win this game. Like, what am I even supposed to do? I guess this? Sure? I don't know, man. I could triple block the Shelly. It's just like, nothing I do matters. I wish Militant could exile Slasher. That'd be nice. Jesus Christ. Chill out over there, Rashid. Come on. What are you doing to me? Alright, in response to your Shelly trigger, I concede. So, Annex Killer. Annex Killer. Grindy card. Bodyguard seems bad. This is bad. Militant's kind of mid. Alright. Dude, if Watch Wolf was legal, I'd play it. I mean, it has 2 colors. It has the 2 most important colors in Magic. Green and white. Just let me play my Wilt-Leaf Lieges, okay? Just let me be who I want to be. Honestly, I kind of want to do this. Just get Ajani cooking. We were having this conversation earlier. Is there a period in time in Pioneer's history where Rakdos was not the best deck? Like, there can't be that many times. There really can't be. I think, like, maybe some rare occasions where, like, Inverter, but, I mean, it's just always been the best deck. Oh, yeah, that's true. Pre-Fable. Pre-Fable was pretty bad. But as soon as Fable hit, it's just, you know. Yeah, okay, maybe best deck in the format is a bad way to put it, but is there a period in Pioneer's lifespan where Rakdos was not at least towards the top, you know? Maybe it's like, maybe best deck is a bad way to put it, but you know what I mean? Like, it's always up there. It's always up there. Blade of the Odie. Okay. Blade is fine-ish. $14. They're going to go to 16 this turn. And then I can go double strike here. That's 11. I think I save. I think I should save. So double strike here. This is 4, 8, 11, 14. I could put them to 2. Or I could animate Lair plus here, hit them for 11. Is that better? It does keep my Ajani at a much higher much higher loyalty, which is nice. Yeah, that's probably better. I think. Attack. They also might just trade for the Lair, which I'm kind of okay with. I think I'm okay with this. Perhaps I'm supposed to put a counter on the Lair there. I'd rather have them trade for this. It's close. I mean, it's also just, you know, a product of the best cards in Pioneer just being the cheapest ones, right? Like, in terms of, with a format that's as wide open as Pioneer, it's very hard to find cards that are, like, it's the best way to put this. If we're being honest, right, if we're being honest with each other, the overall interaction, like in terms of across all of the colors, right, interaction in a nutshell is not great in Pioneer. it turns out that the best interaction by far just happens to be both Fatal Push and Thoughtseize. So it's like, if you have a format with a card pool as large as Pioneer, you need to have tools that are capable of fighting in a lot of different spots, and Fatal Push and Thoughtseize are kind of just the only ones that do that. And that's just been the case for the entire history of Pioneer, you know? Wrong elf. Let this one first. This one's better. Going back at our discussion of watching MTGO versus Arena, it is worse without. Yes, it is a lot worse without Untapped. I do agree with that statement. Is Untapped still down? I wonder if I can try restarting it. Let me try something here. Hold on. I'm gonna try like turning off it. I'm gonna try this. Untapped companion. End task. Hold on. I'm gonna shut it off real quick just to try and refresh it. Set up extension. Refresh. Okay, try refreshing your stream and see if it works. Because I logged out and logged back in. What about banning Blood Crypt? I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Like, am I supposed to kill the Annex here? I think I am. Feels bad, but... It's like that. Look at that exchange, for example. They paid 3 mana. They drew a card. I paid 3 mana to kill their card that already got them a card, and we both paid 3 mana. Like these exchanges just are not... They're not favorable at all for me. That's not good. I needed a land there. Needed a land for this Liege. Although I guess I could find a land next turn. All right, Rashid, what do you got for me? Or sorry, not Rashid. My bad. I apologize. You expect me to be able to beat that? What do you think this is? I'm going to take a draw. That is not it. All right, I will put a counter on my Dryad Militant. Your turn. Your turn. Here's my... I don't know if this is necessarily even a hot take per se, but my take on the current state of Pioneer is because of the fact that they basically have an infinite amount of time between now and whenever the next relevant season is, I think they're going to, like, eventually... True. I think eventually they're probably going to, like, really take a look. They're going to use this year and like, as... Oh my god, I'm 100 now? Oh god. What I think is going to happen is they're going to use this year as like a test period for Pioneer to see like what they should maybe do with the format, because this is kind of the perfect time for them to just like kind of fuck around and make changes, right? I simply just can't do it. Christmas Carol, thank you very much for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Folks, did you know, just like Christmas Carol, you too can use that free Prime sub if you have an Amazon Prime account. Appreciate the Prime, Christmas Carol. All right, focus. Lock in. Lock in. Ooh, Dryad Militant's good against Phoenix. Is anyone going to play it to give them that data? That is a tougher question to answer, I guess, right? Like how much interest is there even in the format to begin with? I think it's the same either way, Shrimpy. Oh, they're playing Lotus. That I did not expect. Okay, let me count real quick. So this would be 4. Next turn, it's 8. That's 12. As opposed to 5 and 6. So this is 1 more damage next turn. Right? It might do the math right. So it's 5 this turn, 6 next turn, versus 4 this turn, 8 next turn. Yeah, so it's 11 versus 12, so this is just better, I think. Play rate's higher than Alchemy. I mean, I think that Pioneer Masters will do some of that, right? And maybe that was their intention, is to get more eyes in the format. Like maybe their big, like long-term plan with Pioneer is utilize Masters to get more arena players invested in it, and then they'll utilize that metagame data to formulate a like potential new ban list update. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like talking out my ass right now, but yeah, it's the same clock either way, so I guess like it doesn't matter in terms of damage output. Wake me up when they kill me, all right? Fuck you. I want to go back to sleep, all right? Don't troll me. Wait, I heard the explosion. Did we win? Oh my goodness. We didn't die. Let's go. Holy crap. They whiffed. All right. Pog. Pog, 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 pog. Lotus, huh? The Lotusy. What did we do against the Lotusy? Nothing is really that good. All these cards suck. All right. I guess. Maybe more Disenchants is good because they have artist talent. Yeah, rip for Lair, maybe. Maybe I have other cards that matter less. Look, I mean, I don't know. I got a 1 and a 2 drop. This card probably doesn't do anything against them. How does this deck ever beat a Shelly? That's the neat part. You don't. You have a couple of answers, but you don't have a lot. Let's do that. Yeah, I can't really imagine Brave the Elements has much utility in this matchup. If they don't really play kill spells, they could have sweepers in the board, I guess. What's this do again? Whenever one or more creatures you control, each with power greater than its base power, deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. No. 3 plus 2 equals more than 3. Brave is your Shelly answer? I mean, kind of, right? But no, you have Werefox Bodyguard in the main and then Brutal Cathar on the sideboard. I feel like that could have been avoided. Yeah, sure wish I played the 3-drop now. I didn't know they played that card. I guess I should probably assume they do. Yeah, that's true. Maybe you don't want the Fiend Hunters against Rakdos anyways, because they're not that reliable. I mean, surely they don't have the second Brotherhood's End, right? Surely they don't have the second Brotherhood's End, right? I'm a coward. Streamer is a coward, confirmed. Streamer is confirmed a coward. Yeah, they wouldn't end this many Brotherhoods, would they? Cowards can't block? Yeah, but cowards don't die, right? Is that how the saying goes? Do they die? I don't know. They probably die some of the time. They probably don't die all the time, though. That's, like, unironically a huge top deck. Because now, if they go Thespian stage copy, we can kill response. That's a huge top deck. One of, by the way. One of Boseiju. I think I'd rather save the Boseiju than go after talent. I guess I could go after talent now, because they've already played their lane for the turn. Problem with that is they get another min off the talent. I don't know, chat. Do we save? Do we save or do we do it now? We can see if they discard first. Discarded Slight. Well, I could save it for Thespian stage. But I guess at this point, stage is less relevant because they can just play second Lotus Field, so yeah. Like, they don't even need to play stage. They can just play Lotus Field now that they have 2 other lands in play. So they don't have to go through stage. Untapped? Are they trying to kill me this turn? Oh, right, they get to untap mana. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, if I die, I die. They can't put a second Lotus Field into play, though, can they? I don't think they can. Because this version, like, I'm pretty sure this blue-red version does not play anything like Explore or Graze or anything like that. I know the green versions used to play Grazer, but this one doesn't, I don't think. No, they don't have Grazer. We have Lethal if we can find an untapped land next turn. Dig through time. All right. Opponent's digging. Opponent is a digging. I mean, I hope they just go for a sweeper here. Now you can have the Brotherhood's End. Now I don't mind. I'll allow it. Blue mana. New card, PogChamp. New card, PogChamp. I repeat, new card spotted. All right. You think it looks like a Diva Cup? I mean, I think it looks like something. I don't know if it looks like a Diva Cup, but I do think it resembles something. I'm not going to say what it is, but it resembles something. I know, we did the Dryad Militant this game. Well, I found the Dryad Militant. A condam? What's a condam? Pour over the pages. Looks like Taco Bell icon on its side. Hey, where'd they go? They're exiled. Taco Bell icon? I don't see it. I mean, okay, I guess I kind of see where you're coming from. I could buy it. I was just going to say it looks like a penis, but, you know. Show their combo, please. No. Match. Match. Are we having fun? I really... What is this? They can't kill me, right? Can they? I'm just going to cast this, whatever. I don't know if they can kill me, but... Honestly, the nice part about casting Brave is then I could just F6. You heard Pioneer is fun? Well, it's fun if you don't play against Lotus Field. That is a true statement. Kind of. Alright. Wake me up if they kill me. You know the drill. We lived? I mean, I can't... Dude, I can't even attack them. They have a 3-forward play. Come on. Alright, go. I lived, bitch. Attack all and pass? Why would I attack all? I'm just going to lose my creature. I don't want to do that. Can I go back to bed? Hey, what's up, Diabolical? Permission to go back to bed. You're dead now for sure. You think so? Probably, yeah. Alright. Alright. Wake me up if I... You know the drill. Stop with the John Cena's! Stop with the John Cena's, man. Best stream so far. I'm out. I'm out. I can't do it. I'm out. We didn't live. Stop. Okay. This kills artist talent, I guess. Stop with the Cenas. I kind of want to keep the Braves because they showed me the stupid Brotherhood's Ends. But 4 is probably too many. So let's go there. This. I'm gonna board in 2 of these for talent. Just 2 though. I don't want too many. Imagine how different the game would have been if you played the right card on turn 2. I mean, we didn't know they had sweepers, right? That just what we didn't have that knowledge going in. Maybe I should assume, but yeah, they could have angered too. I mean, they showed us Brotherhood's End that game too, but Must of All gifting a tier 1 sub to 100 emoji. Thank you for the gifted sub, Must of All. Appreciate that. Oh, is that because I'm here? You better find an account with the number 69 in it. Like, realistically, how am I for beating the sweeper anyways, right? Like, you doubt there's any accounts with the number 69 in their name? Oh yeah, same. That's true. Why would there ever be that? Nobody would troll like that. All right, we have a song request from Sectal Rex. Anyways, Ty and Leshuk Unicorn. Here you go. Sectal Rex song request. Ajani. How do I request the whole John Cena song? You could just spam the thing over and over again. They definitely don't have Brotherhood's end next turn, right? They 100% do not have Brotherhood's end next turn. No, what am I listening to right now? What is this? Are they saying what I think they're saying? Yeah, I think they definitely are saying what I think they're saying. Am I 1 point short? Oh god, I am, aren't I? Put a counter on the wrong thing last turn. I should have put a counter on this last turn. Oh, I didn't do the math. I deserve to lose this game. I cannot believe that I'm listening to this song. Oh yeah, I deserve to lose this game. I know, I said it. I deserve to lose this game. Look, I just can't, like, I don't know. Lotus Field just has me feeling a different way, man. So what you're saying is I should have won this game. That's what you're telling me.